Welcome to Linditas Kitchen. I am Lindita, and today I've got a great show for you. It's really special, and you're going to see why. I do a lot of my own traditional recipes, right? The Torre side, but I also have a winter side, my husband's side of the family, and they have some awesome recipes as well. And I'm going to be showing you one of the most popular ones in our family, and it was developed from our grandfather, my husband's grandfather, which is mine as well. That was Arthur Winters, better known as Gunk. Gunkin, he had a great name. And let me tell you, this gentleman lived to be 103. And he had this recipe that I'm gonna introduce to you. And I hope you enjoy it as much as we all do. And it's real easy, 5 ingredients. All you need is some sharp, say it twice, sharp cheddar cheese, okay? Some cayenne pepper, bacon, pasta, and tomatoes. And now we're gonna put it all together. So let's get started. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is get the water boiling for our pasta, our spaghetti. And then we're gonna move over here and do our bacon, because I'm gonna turn this up a little bit, get it going, getting it warmed up. You do not need any oil or anything like that. Obviously with the bacon, it's got plenty of that. So we're gonna get started. It's a pound. We got a pound of bacon. We're gonna cut it for about like about an inch across. It's a lot of bacon, but it's gonna be good. It's a pound of bacon. And use your favorite. I'm using the hickory flavored maple, and that's all you need. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and start tossing it into the skillet. You separate them and it just cooks faster. Makes it easier when you're doing this recipe. Oh, this is nicely cooking. We're going to give it a little stir right here. Then I'm going to go ahead and just cover it up so it's not going to splash all over the place. And I'm going to turn it down just a little bit more. It was on high. Now it's kind of like a medium, and it'll cook up really good. Now, next, we're going to add our pasta. And again, it's the spaghetti pasta. And it's a pound of spaghetti. This is what you need for this recipe. So we're going to toss that in there. And we'll give it a little stir. Let me grab my little pasta. And I've already added, just so you know, I've already added some salt to the water. And that's all you do. You don't add any oil. Let's bring it to a nice boil here. Let's see, that's up, yeah. Perfect. Let it cook up. Can you hear that bacon sizzling? And it smells just wonderful. The aromas are just great. And again, I was telling you, you need 1 pound of the sharp cheddar cheese, which I've gone ahead and grated. And it looks beautiful. So we're gonna add that to our pasta here in a few. Then I've gone ahead and just mashed up, I used a can, it's about a pound of tomatoes, canned tomatoes, and I've already mashed them up really well. You can go ahead and stick them in a blender if you'd like, but this is what you need. Okay, so everything is starting to cook up, so let's head over there. Okay, I think we need a couple more minutes on the pasta. You don't want it too well done. You want it a little on the firm side. Okay, now we're gonna go check on our bacon, see how that's coming along. Whoa, it's starting to cook up, and you want this cooked up a little bit more. You know, almost done, kind of crispy. So we'll give it a couple more minutes, and then we'll drain it. Perfect, our bacon is done. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off. Then I'm gonna come over here because my pasta's done as well. So I'm gonna turn this off right now and I'm gonna just strain it. Let's bring it over. I'm gonna put this right there. Let it drain out, and let's do the bacon right as we're right here. I'm just gonna bring it out, take it, just put it on some towels. And we're gonna save some of the grease because we're gonna need some of that. Nice and crispy. It's gonna help me there. Okay. Don't want to miss anybody there. So we're gonna hold on to the grease just a little bit and I'll show you why. Okay. So let's drain it out a little bit. Just bring it out. Yeah. Now we'll get all our ingredients that we need to mix this up. Okay, so I've gone ahead and just drained my pasta. I'm gonna toss it back into my little Dutch oven. Let's move it around a little bit like that. And then what you want to do, the next step is just everything goes in. So we're going to add some tomato and we're going to be mixing it in between all of the ingredients. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and toss some bacon and take about a handful of cheese. Then we're going to mix it up. My little Dutch oven here. We're going to repeat the process. We're going to add our tomato. Do one more. Yeah, let's do that. Bacon. And our cheese. And then we're going to mix this up a little bit more. And you want to use the real cheese. You can use that processed cheese, I guess, if you need to, but I would go ahead and just do that. And of course, the main ingredient, we're going to add some cayenne pepper. And you got to be gentle with this because it does have a nice little kick as well. And remember I said something about the bacon grease. We want to add a little bit more. It's about a tablespoon of the grease, bacon grease right in there, just like that. And again, our last process. Toss in the remainder, the rest of your bacon. And then the cheese. Again, we're going to sprinkle in the main ingredient, the cayenne pepper. Now we're going to mix this up thoroughly, and it's going to just melt right in there. Once you get it in the oven, I've gone ahead and preheated my oven to 350. So we'll mix it up really good in here. Get the bottom, don't forget. I'm gonna add one more sprinkle to it. Now I'm gonna put the lid on it and bring it back and stick it in my oven. Doesn't that look beautiful? So we're gonna go ahead and put the lid on it, and I'm gonna put it in my oven. It's at 350. And we're gonna put it in for 45 minutes. Okay. And now let's do a little appetizer. While my winter special is baking, I have this great little appetizer for you, and it's made with cauliflower. I've already gone ahead and steamed it. So you're just gonna need a small head of the cauliflower, and I've steamed it up really well. And what you wanna do is we're gonna mash it up a little bit, okay? Because we're gonna add some ingredients to it and make some little balls. So we're gonna add 1 egg. Fresh egg. I'm gonna go ahead and beat this up a little bit. This is when you start doing the dance. Nice. So we're gonna go ahead and add this 1 egg, beaten. And I use, on my breadcrumbs, you need 1 cup. And I use the panko, and it makes it kind of crispy. It gives it that crispy flavor in there and taste once you put that in and stir it up. And then 1/2 of the Parmesan cheese, and I use the fresh grated. So go ahead, add that. And Linditas. I love my Linditas, and it goes really well with this recipe. So I use 1 tablespoon of the mild. And again, if you want to go hot, it's totally up to you. So let's mix this up. I'm going to use my hands here in a little bit. This is the right time to do it. So, and then we're going to form them into a little balls, because they're little bites, quesito bites. So we want to mix it up really well. Just like that. And now we're gonna start forming these. So what you wanna do, because it is pretty warm, so let's set it for like about 2 minutes. Let it cool off a little bit. So this has been resting for about 5 minutes, and it allows me to go ahead and form them into little bolitas, little balls here. And we're gonna put them on some parchment paper, and if you don't have that, go ahead and just spray it down with some, some olive oil spray, and it'll give you that little crunch that you want. So we're gonna see how many we can come up with here in a little bit, and then we're gonna just pop them in the oven for about, I think it's about 20 minutes, or until they're golden brown. Okay. So now we're gonna go ahead and pop them in the oven, and this actually will make about 20. It just depends on the size, how big you want them. So it's all up to you. Let's pop them in the oven. So let's just go ahead and pop it in the oven. That's gonna go for 20 minutes or more until they're golden brown. Okay, and you know what? My alarm just went off a little while ago, so I think my winter special is done. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull it. Let's see. Oh my, it's perfect. Now, if you want it a little bit more crispier, all you gotta do is just take off the lid. But I think this is just perfect right now. Let's get it ready. Pull it out. Oh my, does that look beautiful? I'm gonna go ahead and start serving it up. I hope you enjoyed this edition of the winter special, and it is fabulous. Once you try it, you're gonna love it with your family. And of course, you always wanna have a little extra cayenne pepper to sprinkle it on and put it on the side, because we always sprinkle it on. And of course, my little cauliflower bites, they are delicious. It makes a great appetizer to go with it, and a fresh salad. And again, I just want to say thank you to Arthur Winters Gunkin for giving us such a beautiful recipe, and to all my viewers and to all my sponsors. Until next time, cheers.